Hi guys, so today I'm going to teach you how to draw 3 different animals. So the first one is a bear, a lion, and a giraffe. So you might notice that all of these animals are actually drawn with just black marker. We aren't coloring anything. And since we're leaving it black and white, I added a lot of cool little patterns to make it really interesting. Now, to really finish off this work of art, I actually cut each animal out and glued it on top of a piece of paper that I colored with markers. So you can do that if you'd like, or you can just draw these animals. You can draw one of them, or you can draw all 3 of them. It is totally up to you. But if you'd like to learn how to draw these really cool line and pattern animals, then keep watching. The first big animal that we're going to learn how to draw is an animal that's probably waking up right now from their long winter nap, and that's a bear. So we're going to start by drawing a circle, nice and big in the middle. So I practice with my finger first, and then try your best to draw a round circle. If yours doesn't look round right off the bat, that is totally okay. You should be using pencil so that you can just erase whatever part looks a little bit off and just kind of fix it. Next, we're going to add the muzzle of the bear, and that's going to be another circle or oval. It's going to be inside, kind of on the bottom. And it's okay if it's not perfectly round. Close enough. Now I'm going to add 2 ears on either side using little rainbow shapes, both the same size, and then I'm going to draw another rainbow shape on the inside to really show that it's an ear. Okay. For the nose, I'm going to make an oval, and I can fill it in the top part of that muzzle. If you're using pencil, you don't need to fill it in right now. You can do that at the end when we're coloring. Then to make the mouth, I'm going to go a straight line down from that nose, and then a nice little curved smile. For the eyes, I'm going to do 2 ovals on either side of the muzzle. And to make your bear look cute, you want them to be kind of low. For some reason, when we make cartoon eyes lower on the face instead of way up at the top, they just get a little bit cuter. Okay, and now I'm going to draw my bear body. So I'm going to start about here, and I'm just going to make this super simple straight line down. Straight line down. And then to make this bear extra interesting, we're going to add some patterns to their body. So you could just do one pattern and keep it going. I'm going to mix up a few because I think it looks kind of cool. So I'm going to make a curved line, kind of following that same line. Maybe I'll make 2 of those. And I'm kind of just making up these designs in my head, and as I go, just to make the body a little bit more interesting. Since I'm going to be leaving this bear all black and white, the more details I add, the cooler it gets. Maybe I'll do a couple skinny lines, and maybe a row of some circles. Just make sure if you are doing these designs and patterns like I am, that you go nice and slow. If you rush through this step, it's not going to look the same. It's going to look really, really crazy and messy. So take your time if you're going to do this step. The next big animal I'm going to draw is a lion. So cool. So I'm going to start again with a big circle right in the middle. So I always draw with my finger first until I know about where my line's going to go, and then I can try with my pencil. Okay. Now on the inside of that circle, I want to make another big circle. About 2 fingers is about the space that I want to have. So let's see, maybe about there. It doesn't have to be perfect. So this is actually going to be the mane of our lion, and this will be their head. So I'm going to add 2 ears on either side. Just using that rainbow shape, and I do it twice so you can see kind of the inside of the ear. Now for the nose of our lion, we're going to make kind of a squished capital U, and then close it off. It actually almost looks like a capital D from the side as well. And then I'm going to fill it in because I'm working with marker, but if you're using pencil, just wait until the end to color in your shapes. Because it wastes a lot of pencil to fill in shapes and it takes a lot of time. Okay. Now that we have our U shape, I'm going to go to the corner of each U, or the corner of the shape, and draw a line to the top of that circle. And I'm kind of going on a little bit of a diagonal line. So that means it's not going straight up and down, it's kind of going on a diagonal, like the letter V. Okay. Now for the mouth, we're going to do the same as the bear, straight line down, little smile. And I'm going to do the same cute oval eyes, and I'm going to make them the same height as my nose. Right about here, on either side. Okay. Now I'm going to make my body the same way I did my bear. Just kind of curve lines down, nice and simple. And before I add those same details to my lion body as I did my bear, I'm going to finish off the mane. So to make the mane, I'm going to make straight lines connecting from the inner circle to the outer circle. And I want them to all be a little bit different. So maybe I'll do a couple that are close and then some that are far. But I keep turning my lines as I go, kind of like the hands of a clock. And you can add as many lines as you'd like. Whenever you think your mane looks good, then you can stop. So I really like how it looks, having some with wide spaces and some nice and close together. I think it looks really interesting. Okay, and now I'm going to do the same kind of added detail to the bodies. It almost looks like they're wearing, I don't know, patterned t-shirts or something. The last animal I'm going to show you how to draw is a giraffe. So we are actually not going to start in the middle for this one. We're going to go a little bit higher than that, and I'm going to start with an oval. Always draw with your finger first. You can kind of figure out where it's going to go. About like that. I need some room on the top for the rest of the head, and I need all this room on the bottom to show that it's got a big long neck. Otherwise, it might not look like a giraffe. So for the head, I'm going to do a rainbow shape. Then I'm going to add the ears. So the ears, I'm just going to make kind of like little ovals that are being tucked behind the head. So not quite the same as the bear and the lion ears. They're a little bit more oval. And now I'm going to also add a curved line. It kind of gives it a little bit of dimension, makes it look a little bit more 3D. Giraffes also have, I don't know what the technical word is, but they kind of look like horns to me. So I'm going to draw 2 circles above their head and connect them with 2 straight lines. Now I'm so curious. I'm going to have to look up what these are called. We're going to give our giraffe the same oval eyes as our other 2 animals, just so they all look kind of connected. Nice and low and wide if you want to kind of follow this style. I'm going to do 2 little kind of nostril holes. So I'm just doing kind of C shapes. And then I'm going to do a little smile, kind of on the side. And now I'm going to make sure I keep this body really skinny, since it is not even its body yet, it's just its neck. So I'm going to start about where that head is, straight down to the bottom. Straight down to the bottom. Oh my gosh, very tall giraffe. And now, you guessed it, I'm doing the exact same pattern and design on the neck. So now that we have drawn our 3 big animals, maybe you've done all 3 of them, maybe you've just done one of them, it is totally up to you. You could leave them like this, they already look like a work of art, but I want to add a cool, kind of simple, colorful background. And I could draw it on here, but it might be a little bit tricky with the animals being the middle. So I'm actually going to cut these out and glue them on top of another background that I'm gonna color. And I'm gonna show you how to do that now. So I've picked these colors. You can do the same, or you can pick your own colors, whatever you like. And I'm gonna keep it really simple. Since we have such interesting patterns on our animals, I wanna make the backgrounds a little more simple. So I'm actually just going to draw lines. That is it. So I can either draw lines horizontal or I can make them vertically. At the end, I realized I wanted a little bit more of a bold line, so I grabbed this extra thick Sharpie to go over a couple of the details.